Hello and welcome to Final Fantasy XV in 20-ish minutes or less, starring the car-pushing simulator right after leaving Crown City. Eventually you'll reach a workshop where they will fix up the regalia, and for a tiny discount you also got some minor tasks to take care of before the car is ready. Shortly thereafter, you're going to Golden Quay to set sail for Altissia to marry your betrothed, Lady Lunafreya. But you encounter an unexpected problem. There's not going any ships over there due to the Empire having given strict orders for no vessel to leave the docks of Altissia. You do encounter a guy called Dino, however. As long as you do a little gem gathering for him, he'll secure some ferry tickets. Meanwhile, the Crown City is being attacked, and your father, the king, is being killed by the Empire, which Noctis get informed of the following morning, it being in all the newspapers. As such, you're now taking the ferry, but heading back towards Insomnia, the Crown City, to make sure the news were valid.
As the ceasefire discussions between the two nations, all provisional terms have been suspended in light of recent developments. Moreover, in the wake of the news of King Regis' death, we've now received word that Crown Prince Noctis and the Oracle Lunafreya have also been pronounced dead.
Keep it on.
Now we're going back to Hammerhead, where the workshop is, to talk with a guy called Core. But Core isn't there, although he left a message with Sid, the head mechanic. He'll be waiting in the tombs, where the previous kings lay, and you are to gather their weapons to add to your arsenal.
Marshal. At last, Your Highness.
Yeah. Wanna tell me what I'm here for?
The power of kings passed from the old to the new through the bonding of souls. One such soul lies before you. To claim your forebear's power is your birthright and duty as king.
There are 13 tombs in total. Luckily, there's another one nearby. Shortly after, we're tasked with assaulting the Imperial base. If not, we'll get limited access to the west and the royal tombs that lay beyond. This is shortly followed by a glorious boss fight. Maybe? Probably. Followed by a damn misleading cutscene of the guy you think is the main baddie, but you're being lied to. Now we're going to meet up with Iris, Gladiolus' sister, in Lestalem. You also get introduced to Talcott and Jared. Iris was in the Crown City when it was attacked, but managed to escape. Talcott got some information about the sword behind the waterfall. So you decide to check it out, and what do we have here? Another tomb! Noctis has been struggling with some weird headaches, where we can see partly who's doing it. But at the time, we're not quite sure who this thing actually is. You're going to take a look towards the Coffee's disc from the outlook, but there you meet a man you've seen once before. He's called Arden, and he's willing to guide you to the disc.
Hey, Ignis. How's it feel being away from the wheel?
Positively frightening.
What are you saying?
That I'm no stranger to His Highness's driving habits.
Appreciate the confidence.
Read a book. It'll take your mind off it.
I'd rather keep my eyes on the road for now, thank you.
I guess nothing can take your mind off Nox driving.
We're here.
Better not be a setup.
Have I given you reason to doubt me?
You don't really inspire confidence.
Yeah, not very straightforward.
Hello, it's me. Be so kind as to open up.
Wow, that worked?
I may not look like much, but I do have some influence.
The Archaean is an Imperial controlled area, and you have to go through a gate, which Arden fixes. No problem. You do also find another tomb shortly after, with a minor dilemma shortly thereafter. Now you're face to face with a being who must try to contact Noctis, Titan. As such, he wants to aid you, I think. And as such, you need to go through his trial, survive, beat him up a little bit, and once you've achieved this, he'll bless Noctis. And as luck would have it, Arden is showing up to help Noctis and his friends escape the volcano.
Fancy meeting you here. It occurs to me I never formally introduced myself. pardon, Izunia.
Imperial Chancellor, Izunia.
At your service, and more importantly, to your aid. I guarantee your safe passage. Though you're always welcome to take your chances down there. Buried among the rubble, is it?
Dying here is not an option. We have no choice, Noct.
I know.
The Imperium has taken the regalia, however, and now we need to ride chocobos, or run. Chocobos it is. You also get contacted by Gentiana, a messenger of the Oracle, some sort of spirit. Gentiana did mention you have to find the 3 runestones to receive the God's blessing, and what a blessing it is! Now you get to know that the regalia is at an Imperium base, so the only thing to do is to assault the base to take back the car, preferably as quiet as possible.
Was hardcore!
Told you it was a badass blessing. At long last you're going back to Lestellum to meet up with Iris, and now you're going to Cape Cam, where there's a boat. On the way to Cape Cam, however, you notice Imperial forces, and seeing as there is an Imperial base nearby, you decide to pay them a visit. The plan is as follows: find the base commander, take him into custody. Time to be a little bit sneaky. You split into 2 groups. After capturing the commander, you regroup with Gladiolas and Prompto, and then you go over to destroy the generator within the base. A last hindrance is the amazing lady with a great personality, Arania. Now it's time to head over to Cape Cam again. To fix the boat completely, you need to find some mithril, and Gladiolas got some personal stuff to take care of, so he'll be gone for the time being. You're going to descend down into some ruins, but on the outside you find none other than Arden.
Gentlemen, what a pleasant surprise.
Told you he'd be waiting.
With my Imperial friends, no less.
Splendid.
But fear not, I'll put in a good word. Well, come along then.
And on the inside, Miss Personality herself.
So, you're the new recruits they sent over for special training. Nice cover, runaway prince.
All right. Check out over here.
Impeccable.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! We're alive! Let's celebrate by eating something dead!
Not too sure.
That concludes our business here.
Say, Commodore,
Aranea,
you said the Empire uses demons to make weapons?
listen. You've seen Magitech troopers, right?
MTs.
They're born from demons, in a lab.
Born from demons.
Arania is giving you a ride over to Lestellum, where some trouble has broken out at the power plant. Noctis got to clean out some demons there, as well as stabilize the generator and to handle some mithril ore so you can use it on the boat. Inside you meet a hunter of some sort, who just so happened to be Gladiolas. Now that you got the mithril, you can finally fix up the boat and go to Altasia.
Vessel have an entry permit?
Entry permit?
Relax. I got one. Here.
That's as old as they get. Seems in order. You may pass.
Prepared in advance.
Could say that. 30-odd years ago.
That's what the guy meant by old.
Lucky us, huh?
That could have ended badly.
In Altasia, where you're meant to marry Lunafreya, you have to go to a bar called Mago. Meet up with
Camellia Claustra,
First Secretary of the Accordo Protectorate.
to talk terms. The Empire demands she hand over Lunafreya, but she'd rather not without profiting for her city or her people. Lunafreya means to contact Leviathan, the gigantic, human-eating, water-controlling serpent. While doing so, Arden shows his true colors. That dick.
Now, about that ring. On second thought, you let him have it. And do remind him about the crystal.
As was the catch with Titan, you have to actually fight Leviathan to gain his blessing. With that done, Lunafreya is dead. You wake up and in their own battle, Ignis took a blow, leaving him blind. They make their way to Gralea, the Imperial capital, to reclaim the crystal to get an end to the demon horde. While you're on your way, the train is stopping at a station. The friends take that opportunity to seek out the royal tomb far below. But what they face down in Death Hell is a horror which Final Fantasy fans dread in any installment of the game. Malboro. Back on the train, you meet Arden and his mindfuckery. You chase him around when suddenly...
Pronto! Oh, oh!
How long were you in the dark?
Noctis, Gladiolus and Ignis arrive at the next station where they meet up with Arania. She has changed occupation into helping people instead of being a mercenary. She also got two new train drivers whom Final Fantasy fans may remember the name of, Biggs and Wedge. The train is getting stopped, and after fixing the problem, wouldn't you know it, Arden. Although this time he is not the only one there, the messenger who was with Lunafreya, except her real name is Shiva, an entity akin to Titan and Leviathan. You also get to feel a bit better by shattering Arden. That's something. Okay, this bitch just won't die!
I feel I've earned the right to call you not. For a moment I felt death's chill wind. Such is the might of the gods. But then I remembered I'm immortal. Such is my blessing and curse. Your attack hurt me, nevertheless. My feelings, at least.
Then it is finally time to escape the train and head into the Imperial capital. With the train ride over and done with, you got to enter the keep and free Prompto, and this is something I was having a hard time with, not because it was particularly difficult, but because I'm not great with horror games. And having these small hallways where you have to hide or kill dark-raised robots were like a horror game to me. Needless to say, I loved every fucking save point I reached. After saving Prompto, you got to find a device which is sealing Noctis' power, so he can get his weapons back. And yes, the dark hallway bit was done with a ring that slowly kills the enemies, overall making it even more tense with more than one enemy around. Noctis stumbled upon Ravus further into the keep, the older brother of Luna Freya, who Arden has taken a couple of liberties with.
Your Majesty, your precious crystal awaits you. To liven things up, I thought I'd take you on a stroll down memory lane. Of course, memories decay with time.
Kill me. End it.
After defeating Ravus, the whole place is swarming with demons. While Ignis, Prompto and Gladiolus is keeping them at bay, Noctis is running to the crystal, but it doesn't end the demon invasion. Within the crystal, Bahamut resides, some form of greater deity. Bahamut put Noctis into what I assume is a 10-year coma, where he awakens on the island, and has to head back to Hammerhead, but now the entire world is swarming with demons. Noctis and his friends then reunite and are headed into the Crown City to take care of Arden. You get to meet some rebels against Arden mind you, and now you need to do something I had a very minimal amount of fun doing. Having done no side quests, having only done the main story, being at a neat level 39, going up to the Citadel. And so, Noctis got to defeat Kerberos, defeat Ifrit, defeat the Fierce, defeat the Rogue, defeat the Mystic, and finally, defeat Arden.
What is that?
I'm afraid you're out of luck. The throne brings you here. It seats only one.
Off my chair, Jester. The king sits there.
Oh, Noct. How I have waited for this. Longer than you could ever know. Tonight, the dreams of the Blood Royal come to an end.
Spite's all that's kept him going.
Talk about a grudge.
Arden sits the throne.
Not for long. This is my ascension. What did you do?
They have no place in this. The Battle of Kings. Come, Noctis. Now it is over, Majesty. What will you do? Banish the demons and bring peace? Erase me from history once more?
This time, you can rest in peace. Close your eyes. Forevermore.
I will await you in the beyond.
Huh. I have no idea if this is a happy ending or not.
Wayward, though my son may indeed be, he has made me proud. May you too know happiness.
Anyway, if you like this video, feel free to leave behind a like, sub, and in any case, tell me what you thought in the comment section below. Take care until next time.